crossword. Get those dishes done. Pour your morning coffee and join us for the fun on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Hello there, Lois Lane of the Daily Planet. How are you? Welcome to Card Sharks. Charlie O'Donnell filling in for Gene Wood. Nice to have you here. Nice to have you at home. And for the opening poem, we want to thank Chris Church of North Bend, Oregon, watching on KCBY Channel 11. Thank you, Chris. Now let's open up the board and get to the cards. Go ahead. And our business ladies, Janice and Lois, will load in the cards and we'll meet our Card Sharks. Jane Bannister, the champion. Hi, Jane. Nice to see you.
Thank you. It's nice to be
Again, a
back.
reminder about you, if you will.
Well, my name is Jane Bannister. I'm originally from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. I now live in Southern California with my husband and 2 sons, and we enjoy playing soccer, and I love to play racquetball.
Yeah, now, your husband was here on our last show, and he was rooting you on, and you
Yes.
won some money. Got any idea what you might do with the money?
Oh, spend it.
Spend it. You got a bit to spend. One day, $3,900 Jane won. That wasn't bad at all.
Terrific.
Josh Cooper is our challenger. Hi, Josh. Nice to see you. And again, a reminder about you, sir.
My name is Josh Cooper. I'm a student at Stony Brook, New York. It's in Long Island, all right? I play baseball for the baseball team, and I'm an engineering student. I grew up in Queens.
Good. Are you planning on engineering, or are you planning on baseball as a career?
I don't know what I'm planning on yet.
Just studying at this point,
That's right. Just partying, studying.
Nice to have you. Partying, too, huh? Nice to have you back. You both cut the cards?
Yes, we do.
All right, let's pick up where we left off. We played the best 2 games out of 3, and as we left off, Jane, the champion, won game number 1. So we dealt out the same 2 decks of cards to start game number 2, and it starts as we left off with a question to Jane. Jane, we asked 100 married women, has your husband ever written you a love letter? How many women said their husband has written them a love letter?
Okay. Well, I've been married for 16 years, and I've gotten a lot of love letters from my husband.
Well, that's nice.
Yes, beautiful love letters that I'll always treasure. I think that everybody should thank you.
Would you like to read some of them to us, Jane? No?
No. But I think that that's really a very romantic thing to do, and everybody should do it if they haven't done it. So I think that's going to be a fairly high number. I'm going to say 55.
55 out of 100 married women say their husband has written them a love letter. Higher or lower?
Well, a love letter is kind of a romantic thing to do, but it's like some guys that just don't have it, you know? They don't have, the technique in writing and everything like that. So I'd say there's a lot of...
Too busy partying, Josh, right?
Could be, that and everything else. But, they could do things, to show their love in other ways, like buy rings or anything like that. So,
That's nice.
I like, I don't know if if I'm the kind of, Shakespeare or anything like that, I wouldn't write. So let me see, I'd say it'll be a little bit lower. 55 is kind of high.
Oh, a little lower. I'd like to hear you do a Shakespeare soliloquy, Josh.
That's all right.
If it's lower, you'll play your cards. If not, Jane plays hers. And if you hit the answer right on the head, it's a $500 bonus. And Jane has already done that once. The actual number of married women who said their husband has written them a love letter is 74, not lower. It is much higher.
Okay.
It is indeed a very romantic thing, too. Jane, you start off this game with a 3.
Okay, higher.
Higher than a 3. Yes, and no.
Freeze.
And we'll move over the freeze bar. Physically, we'll move over the... we move over the free... Oh, if we don't pay that electric bill. All right. The question goes to you, Josh. Josh, now, as you know, if a man wants to make sure he'll never have children, he can undergo a vasectomy. So we asked 100 psychiatrists, does having a vasectomy usually make a man feel less like a man? How many psychiatrists agree that having a vasectomy does make a man feel less like a man?
I don't think it would make him feel less like a man. I would just... I definitely don't think it would make him feel less like a man. Just a vasectomy is something, if he doesn't want to have children, he doesn't want to have children, that's the thing to do, I guess. So I'm going to say it's going to be a low number. It's going to be about 15.
15 out of 100 psychiatrists said, yes, it does make him feel less like a man.
Okay. Men have very high egos, and a vasectomy should be thought over very carefully before a man decides to do that. But I really feel that if a man has a vasectomy, it's just not to have children. It has nothing to do with the sex drive. So I'm going to say that number is lower.
Even lower than that?
Yes.
Interesting, because he went down fairly low with the 15, but Jane thinks even lower than that. If you made a decision at home, kind of a toughie. Let's see. The actual number of psychiatrists who said having a vasectomy makes a man feel less like a man is 35. Not lower, it is higher. I think the idea that they asked the psychiatrist at one time or other, some of them are going to run across it, and it worked out very well for Josh, and he's got a 6.
Bad card. Change it.
Winning the question, you can change it. A good change.
All right, let's go higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, a 10.
Lower. Lower.
You get lower. A 9.
Freeze.
And now is the freeze bar. Oh, the freeze bar moved over there for Josh. And we have question 3 coming up in a moment right after this.
Thank you, and welcome again.
And your next birthday with Ronald Reagan in the White House or with Donald Duck in Disneyland? How many 11-year-old boys would rather spend their next birthday with Donald Duck?
Well, I think that most 11-year-old boys would rather be with Donald Duck than Ronald Reagan. Because, in the first place, Ronald Reagan is 70 years old, and to them, Donald Duck is a childhood thing, and an 11-year-old, no. So I'm going to say that...
How many would rather spend the time with
Donald Duck? 72.
72 out of 100 11-year-old boys would prefer Donald Duck and Disneyland to the White House.
I got a feeling there's a lot of 11-year-old boys who don't even know who Ronald Reagan is. So I'm going to say it's going to be a fairly high number. Let's go higher.
Even higher than that? Well, the actual number of 11-year-old boys who would rather spend their next birthday with Donald Duck is 51. Not higher, it is lower. Jane.
Change that 9.
Now Jane can change that 9, and it becomes an 8 up the middle.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than the 8. No, another 8 is not higher. It's the same. Josh, a free chance for you to call off the 9.
With the odds, down low.
Lower, he says. No, 10 is not lower. Dennis will fill in the spaces. Sudden death. Someone has to win this game right here. Josh, we asked 100 bachelors. You're a bachelor?
Yes.
Since the price of gas has skyrocketed, have you dropped a girlfriend just because she lived too far away? How many bachelors admitted since the price of gas is soared they've had to drop a girlfriend who lived far away?
It's quite a coincidence. My girlfriend and I just broke up, although it had nothing to do with gas.
I'm not going to say a word. Don't you look at me.
All right, but even though gas is expensive, I'm sure girls, or women mean a lot more to men than just, money or, as it comes down to it, gas. How many... Can you repeat the question, please?
No, I was listening to you, John. How many bachelors admitted since the price of gas has gone up, they've dropped a girlfriend who lived far away?
They're not going to drop their girlfriend for gas or, anything like that. I'm going to say it's, how many have dropped their girlfriend for gas? I'm saying it's going to be a very low number. Let's say about, 8.
She's probably over the gas by now, I think. That's 8, he said. Jane, higher or lower?
Okay. Oh, okay. I think that if a guy really cares for a girl, it doesn't make any difference if she has gas or not. But, no, I understand.
That was good.
So I'm going to say...
We're talking about the price of gasoline, of course.
You said 8?
He said 8 out of 100 bachelors have dropped a girl who lived far away because the price of gas was too much to get there.
8's a low number. I'm going to say higher.
Higher than that?
Yeah.
Figure more than would have that money problem.
Yeah, I'm going to go for it.
Well, the actual number of bachelors who admitted that since the price of gas skyrocketed, they've had to drop a girlfriend who lived far away is 16. It is higher.
Okay.
Sudden death, Jane. You can play it for 3 cards or pass it to Josh for 2. You got control before and it paid off. You got control again.
I'm going to try it again. I'm going to pass to Josh.
Well, Josh, you've got to get them both or it's all over with a 9. Here we go.
One more time, down low.
Lower than a 9. Yes, an 8. Up the middle and a big call.
Higher.
Is it higher? No. Jane wins it again in sudden death. Josh said sudden death did you in. Good luck with your studies. Thank you for joining us.
All right, take care, Jane.
Thank you, Josh. Josh Cooper. And Jane Bannister, come on down with me. As Jane, with an even $4,000, tries to add to that with the money cards coming at you right after this.
Here, waiting for you.
The lady who did is already $4,000 richer and ready to go again. Cut the money cards?
Yes, I did.
Let's get over and play them, Jane. Come on, here we go. All right. We're going to give you $200 of new money, and those cards that you cut, we'll deal out 3 cards on the bottom line. When you move up to the second level, we'll add another $200 of betting money and 3 more cards. Your minimum bets are $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must risk at least half the money. Now you're on your own, so a double isn't going to hurt you. We'll just carry it over if you get one. Good luck.
Thank
Here's
you.
$200. And you can change your base card on each level. Is that your husband I hear out there going, yay, come on?
Yes, that's him.
$200 and a queen.
Oh, that's a great card. I'm going to go 150 lower.
$150 lower. Yes!
Oh, terrific. $300 higher.
You can't lose on that.
$350 higher.
$350 the whole thing. It'll be $700 if it's higher. Yes!
Okay. I'm going to go
$400.
$100 higher.
$300. $300 higher. And she's right again. $1,000 already. We'll move up to 5 and give you the other 200.
Okay. Change that card.
All right, let's see if we can improve it. It's a pretty good card. Can she make it better?
A 7. Ooh,
Be
that's
careful
bad
now.
card.
You're very near the middle.
Okay. I'm going to go $50. The card's higher.
$50 minimum bet. Higher than a 7.
Ooh.
Nope. But you bought a better card.
That's okay.
$11.50 and a 4.
I'm going to go 150 higher.
Holding back a little on that one. $150 higher. Oh, and a good thing you held back. $1,000 and a 3.
I'm going to bet $800 higher.
$800 higher than a 3. Yes, and a queen for $1,800. We move up the queen.
Okay.
What are you going to do with a big bet, Jane? You going to play the queen?
I'm going to bet all of it lower.
Now, we haven't seen any kings or aces. Did you hear your husband's voice out there?
No, I'm not listening.
I heard him. Was that him saying all of it? So he's with you. We're all with you. $3,600 if this card is lower. $3,600. Come on down here and congratulate her. Come on down here. He talked her into that big bet. Be my guest. She's doing great. The Bannisters are $7,600 richer. And the better half is going to meet a new challenger right after this.
Are you tired of overnighters?
Deal out 2 brand new decks of cards and meet a new challenger on Card Sharks. Victor Kachanovich. Hello, Victor.
Hello, Jimmy. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Nice to have you here.
Glad to see you.
It's Kachanovich, right?
Yes,
Got it right. Won't you tell us a little about you, sir?
I'm Viktor Kacharevic. I'm born in Yugoslavia. I was 4 years in prison of the war. During that time, I was serving in the hospital as a nurse. I helped all them flyers who were shot down with the German artillery and planes. I bandaged them, I gave them the food, and now I want publicly to say hello to the brave people I have occasion to help him. I'm married, I have a wife, I have 3 kids. All my kids have university. And now when I finish my duty, as a father, as a citizen, I come here to make some money.
Okay. Good to have you here, Victor.
Thank you.
You got the cards?
Yes, I did.
Here we go. We start with a question to Jane. I was fascinated. I just wanted to sit and listen. Jane, we asked 100 women who are professional wrestlers. Have you ever said to a man, if you touch me, I'll break your arm?
Oh.
How many women wrestlers have told a man, if you touch me, I'll break your arm?
Oh, boy. Well, if they're women wrestlers, they've got to be strong. They're used to combat. And if they've got a man that's, going to fool around with them that they don't want to fool around with them, yeah, I think they'd say that. So I think that's going to be a high number. I think that, maybe 47.
47 out of 100 women wrestlers have said, I'll break your arm, Victor.
Listen, I think one thing. You see, woman is woman. Even if you touch her, if she's wrestler or not wrestler, but she's still woman, I don't think she's gonna object too much. So I think they're gonna be a lower number.
Lower than that. Does he hit if he's wrong? Does that? Oh, okay. 47 and lower. He might, says our producer. Terrific. You're a big help. The actual number of women wrestlers who have told a man, if you touch me, I'll break your arm, is 50. It's not lower. It's higher.
Oh.
Jane is right.
Oh!
And I survived that. Jane, you start off the match with a queen.
Okay, lower.
Lower than a queen. A 6.
Freeze.
And we move over the freeze bar. It keeps Victor away from his cards. Victor? Victor, where are you from? You're from
I'm from Canada.
From Canada.
Yes.
I recognized that Canadian accent right away, didn't you? I mean, as soon as he said oat in a boat, I knew immediately. But you're originally from Yugoslavia.
Yugoslavia.
Okay, then you might know something about this. Because we found 100 Russian immigrants. These are all people who have recently left the Soviet Union to move to the United States. And we asked them, while you were living in Russia, did you ever buy anything on the black market? How many Russian immigrants said they did buy something on the black market?
I'm gonna tell you something, Jim. You know, Russian people down there, they don't fool around with that. Because, you know, when you fool around, you go in Sibir. So I don't think too many people are gonna buy something on the black market. So I think the number of the people who bought something on the black market are gonna be very low. Let's say about 15.
15. What do you think, Jane?
Well, I've never been to Russia, but I know in this country, when you steal something, you get a very light sentence, especially if it's the first time. And in Russia, they're very hard on criminals. So I think that not too many people would commit a criminal act. But
He said
the
15.
black market, I'm going to say a little bit higher.
You say a little higher?
Yeah.
A lot of agreement from the audience. I don't know, but I would tend to agree. You hear the stories that everybody buys things on the black market. Let's find out. 15 and higher. The actual number of Russian immigrants who said they did buy something on the black market is 88. It is indeed very much higher.
Okay, change
Yeah,
that.
that's supposed to be very common. Jane changes the 6 to another 6.
Lower.
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 Way against the odds. Is she right? No. It's the same. It is not lower. And Victor gets a free chance at a 10.
Can I change that card?
No, you did not win the question.
I can't change that card. Higher.
I'm sure sorry, Victor,
Higher.
but no, you can't change
Higher.
it. Higher than a 10.
Yes. Higher.
Higher, he says. No. You see the 8's in the middle, Victor, and never mind. He's got to fill it. I'm not going to get myself in trouble. Question goes to you, Jane. Jane, we asked 100 married women. Do you ever daydream about what it would be like to be married to an old boyfriend instead of your husband? Don't listen, George. How many married women do sometimes daydream about what it would be like to be married to an old boyfriend?
Well, I've been married for 16 years, and I love my husband very much. We're very happy. But yet, I think everybody daydreams.
That took care of the disclaimer. Now, how do you feel, Jane?
I think that's going to be a pretty high number because I think everybody's curious, especially women are curious about old boyfriends. So I'm going to say 61.
61 out of 100 do sometimes daydream about the old boyfriend, Victor.
Listen, I think it couldn't be so big, that number. I'm gonna be a little lower, little lower.
Little lower.
Little lower.
They don't daydream as much.
Yeah.
61 and lower. The actual number of married women who said they do daydream about what it would be like to be married to an old boyfriend is 65. It's not lower. Jane is right.
Change
It is higher. And Jane can change to 6 again. A 5. A little better this
Okay,
time.
higher.
Higher, she says. No, it's not. Victor, you have a 10 again.
Can I change it?
No.
No, can't
Higher.
change it this time.
Higher.
Yeah, right.
Higher.
I should have known, of course. Higher. Of course, it's not. We'll be right back right after this. You see, Victor, the card in the middle. We'll be right back. The card.
Hi there, I'm Todd Newton from Hollywood Showdown, the game show with the box office that actually pays you for a change. Hollywood Showdown is next, right here on Game Show Network.
This is Charlie O'Donnell speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.